is Hal Richards. I'm the mayor of Terrell, America. And we are really glad to have you here. We've been working on this for a while, and I've had a lot of fun talking about it. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people who don't know about Buc-ee's. Now, I do talk to people that are not necessarily from our area and some people from out of state. And they'll say, well, what's going on in Terrell? And I'll say, well, talk a little bit about things. And I said, we're really excited. We've got a new 62,000 square foot Buc-ee's. Well, what's that? You try to describe what Buc-ee's is. Is it kind of a gas station? Well, no, not really. And you describe it to people, they've got 84 gas pumps. They say it's like a truck stop. Well, no, they don't allow 18-wheelers. So the way this conversation always ends up, you just have to come and see it to understand how cool it is. So, welcome again. We're glad to have you here. I'd like to take just a second to talk about some of the partners that have allowed this to come about. Of course, we have the landowners and the developers. George and Justin Allen, Oak Ridge Developments, have had a lot to do with this. Janie Havel is with us today. She represents Governor Abbott's office, and we're pleased to have her with us. We also got a lot of help from the Texas Department of Agriculture. The Texas Department of Agriculture supports job creation, and I'll tell you, this place is a job creator. We also have with us today, and I'd like to call them up, we have State Representative Stuart Spitzer and State Senator Bob Hall. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that. I'm just excited again. I'm your state representative for this district. We're honored to have these guys here. I'm glad to see that Buc-ee's found out what we here in Terrell have been known for a long time. That Terrell has a great business-friendly climate. That Terrell has a great population of workers that are happy to work hard and perform their jobs in an excellent manner, and that we are located at a great crossroads in a great spot in one of the greatest states in America, which is Texas. And so that Terrell is open for business.
I'll just add to what Stuart had to say is that God has really blessed us here in this area, because this is what the free enterprise system is all about. But Buc-ee's is the epitome of the free market, and it's great to have them here in Texas. And in recognition, then I'd like to ask Josh if you'd come up. We have a little presentation for you. We have a flag that's flown over the Capitol and a certificate from Stuart and I from the state. I'd love to present to you in honor of this great event of the start.
We appreciate it. Thank you. We're glad to be part of the community.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce the person that got this thing going in I guess a year and a half or 2 years ago. Judge Bruce Wood happened to stop by a Buc-ee's and struck up a conversation with an employee, and that eventually turned into a phone call to Beaver Applin, and Beaver Applin returned his phone call, and Judge Wood told him Kaufman County would be a fantastic place to locate a Buc-ee. So Judge Wood is obviously a very persuasive man. Judge Wood, would you like to come forward?
Thank you, Mayor, and it is indeed a pleasure to welcome everyone here today to Kaufman County. And this is, as you've heard several times already, the first Buc-ee's to locate in North Texas. And so we are pleased with that. It's a huge store, and I tell you what, it's going to be a mecca here on Interstate 20 and Highway 80 as they merge together. So we're very pleased about that. I would like to introduce to you this morning the members of my Commissioner's Court. First is Jimmy Verzalik, Commissioner Precinct 1. Next is Skeet Phillips, Commissioner Precinct 2. Kenneth Shane, Commissioner Precinct 3. and Jakey Allen, who is the Commissioner of Precinct 4. And these gentlemen have worked with, go ahead and give them a round of applause. These gentlemen have worked with the city and with the city of Terrell and with the Buc-ee's group here to do what we could to encourage Buc-ee's to locate in Kaufman County. And so again, we're pleased that you're here. We urge you to go in, and I bought a turducken at the first Buc-ee's that I attended or visited down in Madisonville. I don't think I'm going to do that today because I don't want to tote it around all day, but might come back this afternoon. But thank you for being here. Welcome to Buc-ee's and welcome to Kaufman County and Terrell. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We certainly want to recognize the Buc-ee's team, and they're scattered about in the audience here. But first, I would like to mention Beaver Applin. We spent a lot of time in discussions and negotiations with Mr. Applin, and I'll tell you, he is a fine fellow. He happens to be out of the country this week, but he sent his best wishes to me the other day, and we're really looking forward to him being here soon. But we do have three representatives to introduce. First, and if you guys can step forward, or won't be any problem to see the first guy, John Taylor, because he's about 6'8" or something like that. There's John right there. Greg Wingart. Greg? Great. And Josh Smith, who Greg Wingart is operations manager. Josh Smith is the general manager, and he's gonna have the pleasure of passing out something here in just a second. Not beaver nuggets. So thank you guys. We pledge ourselves to include you as a member of the Terrell America community, and we know that you're going to be great supporters, as is demonstrated how you're going to support Terrell America. At this time, I'd like to introduce Robert Halsey and the Board of Directors of the Terrell ISD Excellence Foundation. I think we have a little something for you, Mr. Halsey.
With the rest of the foundation board members coming, I know there's several out in the audience, so we especially want to thank Josh Smith and Buc-ee's for what the commitment they're making to our community with this gift, and tell them how much we appreciate the effort they have and the direction of towards our community. Our foundation supports our Terrell Public Schools. We have seen recently great increases in our reading scores, and we've also seen putting together a really first-class career technical education program that I think that we're all going to be proud of, that will help to start our kids on a meaningful way of their life in either college or their career, and whichever they want to start. So we're very excited about this, and Josh, we want to thank you for this.
Buc-ee's, stand up and holler.
Now, Josh, it's time to shop.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody inside.
Back to work. Come on. Come on.